So this week, it's all getting a bit feisty out there, isn't it? So we're talking about conflicts in relationship. Before we get started though, I'd just like to say a very big thank you to the person who decided that the best way to show their appreciation for my video of last week was to send me a picture of their peen to my Instagram account. Thank you so much. Nothing says thank you like a turgid mushroom. I would probably prefer hello in the future though, I have to be honest with you. So maybe a few less peens, thanks very much, although it did give me a bit of a laugh. Things are getting heated at home for lots of us. Everyone, it appears, apart from a very small member of the population, Janet, who is on a Facebook group I'm on, who decided to tell 30,000 cross women that she hasn't had any arguments with her partner at all. They've never gotten on better. If this is you, that's lovely. I think it's delightful. I don't necessarily believe your husband exists. He's either never existed or you've already buried him in the garden. However, perhaps the best thing to do is not be smug about it to everybody else. It's not very nice. Be quiet. No need for it. Moving on. Who's finding that they're having loads more rows? That would put you in the majority of the population. There's lots of reasons for that. One, we're all anxious, and two, we're all at home under each other's feet all of the time. So all of those little cracks in our relationship that everybody has that are perfectly normal are really showing at the moment. And if you've got major fault lines, then they're doing this. And the earthquakes are properly rocking while you try to deal with it. There are things you can do to calm it down. Number one, don't go rolling off to the divorce courts or online to that online divorce service just yet. This isn't a normal situation. You still have time to come through it. Try and recognise the good where you can and take a break where you need to, but don't rush into any life-altering decisions. Take a break. You can talk about this afterwards and see how you feel. Number two, own your feelings. It's really easy to go, you made me feel like that. You make me angry. Well, if you didn't do this, I wouldn't do that. Your behaviour, your reactions, your feelings, they're yours. They come from your earliest experiences. Your partner's behaviours and feelings come from his or her earliest experiences. They are, especially when you are under pressure, automated. They're yours. Even the things that make you cross doesn't necessarily mean you are right. You are cross, they are upsetting you, your partner should respect that. But they don't have to change. They don't have to do things a different way. The dishwasher doesn't have to be done the way you want it to. The shelves don't have to be put up right now. The TV doesn't have to be on the channel you hope it does at the time you want it to. Yes, that would be nice, but it's not the end of the world, and you don't actually have the right to mould the world to the way you want it to be using your temper. A better way of dealing with things is to think about explaining your problems without blame. So you could say, when this happens, you start with a fact. When I come into the kitchen and you've left the dishes on the side after I've cleaned up, I feel, so you say your feelings, I feel really disrespected. I put a lot of work into making a lovely home for us all, and I feel like you don't even care about that, and it hurts me. I would like, you say what you want, I would like you to put the dishes in the dishwasher, please. If you have a half-decent relationship, your partner will not say, well, you're wrong to feel like that. If you tell someone else they are wrong to have feelings, you are wrong. Feelings are not right or wrong. They're feelings. We're all entitled to them. We can feel however we like, about whatever we like, whenever we like. It's not a fact. And our feelings don't mean we're right either. Just because you feel sad or happy about something doesn't mean you are right. They're just feelings. Telling someone that their feelings are wrong or they shouldn't feel a certain way is actually really abusive and really negating the other person's experience as a human being. If you catch yourself doing that, I really recommend you take some time to think about why you are so reluctant to hear somebody else's experience. It suggests that maybe there's some stuff in you that needs to be worked on. If you take all of the accusations out of it, so you take all of the critical stuff out of it, it's also a lot easier for other people to hear what your experience is. So not saying, oh my God, you're such a you-know-what because you did this. You'll get heard. Don't be a bad boss. We've all had them. We go to work. Oh my God, where's my spreadsheet? I've been asking for it for the last 6 months. I don't need to say well done to you. I pay you a wage. What more are you supposed to get? Where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? This isn't how I like my coffee. What were you doing? Oh, did you have an idea? Oh, did you? No, I'm going to ignore that. All the little things that bosses have done to us over the years that we've left jobs over. If you're doing those at home, you're being a bit of an arse, to be honest. Don't criticize somebody. Don't put them down. Don't nag at them. Don't blame them. Don't refuse to recognize what they are doing and then think you're going to have a happy relationship without conflict. So much of anger management isn't about getting somebody else to do something differently. It's about doing it differently yourself. So much about having a better relationship is changing your behavior to get a different result. Before you fire off at your partner, before you get cross, ask yourself, what do I want from this interaction? Do I want a row? In which case, go for it. Go all out. Or do I want things to change? If you want things to change and you do them the way you've always done them, you're going to get what you've always got. Change your behaviour and the situation may well change with it. Next thing, appreciate what they do. Nothing is more powerful than thank you. You will always catch more flies with honey than you will with vinegar. Even if it's something that you don't think you should have to say thank you for, say thank you. Say thank you all day, every day for all of the little things that your partner does. Say thank you to your wife for cooking every night of the week. Actually, she doesn't have to. Emotional labour is not all down to the woman. And if you've got a partner who's good enough to cook your meal every single day, the least you can do is say thank you for it. Say thank you if he's putting his shoes away, or if the paint that's been under the stairs for the last 6 months has suddenly disappeared, or if you've got to go out for a run and your partner watched the kids while you did that, and if you watched the kids while they went off to do something they wanted. Those little courtesies are what makes a relationship different. And if you want to have a great relationship, never letting yourself stopping seeing those little courtesies is the answer to it. It makes a huge difference. Respect your differences. Do you find yourself rowing over how you raise the kids? Everybody does. It comes from our early years experiences. So your parent might have been a disciplinarian, their parent might have been free and easy, and chances are fundamentally we still follow the models we were given as parents, and when it comes down to a child not doing what we want or in the way we want, we can really battle over that. Neither of you is right. There is no right way to parent other than the way that works best for your child to protect their emotional, mental and physical well-being. Again, it's about getting the result you want. You and your partner slugging it out because one of you likes to do things rigidly and one of you doesn't isn't helping anybody, least of all your child. It's harming them rather than getting anything done. Obviously, if it's a question that you're moving into, discussions over smacking, there are certain things that aren't up to you. Third-party law say it's not acceptable. But if we're talking about the day-to-day things, focus on getting the result you want and work together to make that happen. The easiest way to do that is to do the next thing. Hear them. Hear someone. I had this experience beautifully re-shown to me, and I've done this job for a long time. A few weeks ago, I was really angry with somebody. I'm a bit of a millennial snowflake. There are certain things that just wind me up almost instantly, and they triggered one of those buttons. Yes, I did say triggered. They didn't see it coming. They had no idea I was going to say anything, and I was furious. So, first things first, I did not go off at them when I was still angry. If you want to have a conflict that goes well, if you want to resolve things properly, then wait until you've calmed down. It took me 3 days. My husband during that time said repeatedly, "You're not going to say anything." And I went, yeah, I am going to say something. And I did say something once I was cool enough to say it without being an idiot about it, because nobody ever responds well to somebody yelling or behaving badly. Next, use the shit sandwich model. Something nice at the start, something nice at the end. This person was not expecting a message from me saying, I wasn't really happy with this, would prefer you to change it. They were probably busy doing something else. So the last thing anyone's going to respond well to is an aggressive surprise. Start things by saying what you like about the other person and what they've done well. Finish it the same way and put what you want to change using the model from before, factually, without blame, without emotion, in the middle, and you will find that they are much more willing to take it on board. Now, that person probably thought, oh my God, this woman is a pain in my backside. Why is this such an issue? I don't get it. I would much rather not deal with it. I'm busy. Jesus, she's nothing but a pain in the ass. Doesn't matter what they think. It's none of my business what they think. They can think whatever they like about me. And your partner and anyone you're having a conflict with can think whatever they want to about you. They don't have to agree with you. You just need to know that they've heard you and you've been respectful about it. Unfortunately for me, they handled it beautifully. They did hear me. They didn't fire back with, are you insane? How is this my problem? They came straight back with, yeah, I did do that. There's nothing worse than if someone's done something wrong. If you've done something wrong, they're lying about it. There's nothing more frustrating. Don't lie. If you've done something, tell the truth. I've done it as well, where someone's gone, oh, you did this, and they're really angry with me. And because I'm scared of their anger, I've gone, no, I didn't. And it just makes it so much worse. Somebody's anger is not something to be scared of, really, unless you're in an abusive situation, which is different. For most of us, anger is just anger. It's an emotion like anything else. It's not a reflection on you. It's a reflection on what bothers them. So take it on the chin and be straight about it. And then all they did to calm me down, almost instantly, was when, yeah, actually, that's fine. I won't do that again. No apology. We hear sorry loads of times. We tell our children to do it from the minute they start walking. Actually, it's completely unnecessary. I don't expect apologies from anyone, and I'm not really bothered over whether I get one or not. I don't care. And I will only ever give an apology if I really think I've done something wrong. That's not the point of this exercise. The point is that you want things to be done differently. The point is you need to be heard. That's what they did. They heard exactly what I said. They acknowledged it. They took it completely reasonably, and then it was done. 2 messages, 3 days of rage, over. That's all it takes. 9 times out of 10, all we want is for our feelings to be validated and to be heard. That subject's never come up again. And finally, if you want to improve things in any other ways, take a break if you need to. And ultimately, you could consider a little bit more intimate time. If you are not intimate with your partner, admittedly, if they are lying on the sofa like a slug in egg-stained PJs, probably a bit difficult. If that's you, have a shower. But if not, intimacy is a great way of rebonding a relationship. It is a great way of helping release stress and anxiety. It's a great way of protecting against Alzheimer's. It's a great way of boosting your immune system. It's a brilliant way of working off some stress and frustration. And statistically, studies show that couples who are intimate with one another 1 or 2 times a week are around 75% less likely to end up in toxic conflict. So it's proven to have benefits on how often you argue. And before anybody says we're in lockdown situation, this house is too small, 2 up, 2 down, 5 people living in my house, it can be done. Stop making excuses and enjoy yourselves. I'll see you all soon. Bye.